What's up guys, Cinestalker here for a video. This video up here will be a movie update video. I'm going to show some Blu-rays, some 4Ks I got recently from some companies to review and to promote what's coming out today on December 1st, and also some titles that are coming out next Tuesday on December 8th. Let's get down to it now. Got a nice stack of some goodness, nice little variety of some cool films. Let's get to it right now. Nice stack of some movies. First off, I'm going to start off with these movies from Paramount Pictures. All these come out today, December 1st, and one of them comes out next week, December 8th. Start off with that one first. And it's a classic. The third one in the Godfather trilogy is this one, The Godfather Coda, The Death of Michael Corleone. And this one up here is a brand new re-edit of the movie with a brand new beginning and ending with the music changes throughout. And a nice introduction by Francis Coppola at the beginning of the movie, him explaining why this is the edition he wanted to put out there. Didn't get a chance at the time when it came out, but now did, and it did a great job with this. It looks and sounds amazing. I'm not kidding you. I had this hooked up to my TV with the sound bar to get the nice little surround sound. It sounds so good and looks superior. It looks so good. And when we watch this again, it's definitely different from what I remember from watching Part 3. Because remember Part 3 had some issues, a little bit like with the story. But this one's a lot smoother, re-edited. It's a really good job on this. I don't know. It looks amazing. Definitely check this one out. Revisit this one again. Here's the back of it. You can check out over there. It looks so good on Blu-ray. You also get the digital code with this. And so it's a great movie. Al Pacino's character, plays Michael Corleone. Pretty much a real quick story is he kind of wants to get out of the mafia business in a way. He kind of wants to he puts money into the Vatican and kind of just wants to do a different business venture, one on a straight and narrow. But then he has a rivalry mafia. Things happen in his neck of the woods. He gets sucked back into, killing and all this stuff going on. People trying to kill him. So gets sucked back into it. It also has starring Andy Garcia. He plays like his nephew. And he also has Sofia Coppola in this thing. I remember as a kid, he's had a big time crush on Sofia Coppola in this movie. So she's in this thing. And it's a great cast, good movie. Definitely a good one to check out. I haven't watched one in a long time. And I'm so glad they did this new re-edited version of it. It looks so good. Definitely a great one to get for the holiday. Someone likes Godfather movies, definitely check this one out. You watch it again, it's like watching it for the first time. Really good job on it. So it looks and sounds great. This one's out December 8th. And next up here, we have a couple Tom Cruise movies, one of which came out recently this past year on 4K. This is the Steelbook edition of it, limited Steelbook. That is the classic Top Gun Maverick in the danger zone with this Steelbook. The movie Top Gun. But if you're a big fan of this, here's a spine. You can get this now on its limited edition Steelbook of it. Great stocking stuffer also is this. Open it up inside real quick. And you get the discs in there. 4K, the Blu-ray. It just has the jet on the carrier. Nothing too crazy with the artwork in the back there. But just a great movie. So this is out now today. So if you're looking to get a cool item, someone's a Tom Cruise fan, they'll definitely love this right here. Great artwork. I love how that looks on there with that kind of that grayish blue. Almost like that jet carrier look with the colors. Definitely dig that. And also a movie from Tom Cruise that I've not seen in a long time. I remember watching it way back when on DVD. I haven't watched it in years. I don't know why. But I'm so glad this came out on 4K. Great movie is Collateral. Also starring Jamie Foxx. Just an awesome movie where Tom Cruise plays this hitman character. And he flies into LA to do some hit jobs for the night. And so he gets Jamie Foxx, he's a cab driver. He gets him at the airport. So Jamie Foxx takes him to his first job, Tom Cruise's. And at first, Tom Cruise, he think Jamie Foxx asks him some questions. Like, what are you in town for? He's like, I'm in here to see some friends, some business colleagues, take care of some business. So he just thinks he's like a businessman. So Tom Cruise wants to hire him for the night to double up what he makes normally. It gives him like $600. Says, I'll give you 300 now, 300 later if you go with me all night long. And that kind of thing. And Jamie Foxx is like, okay, I'll do that. I can double up my shift money. Why not? To just one customer. But things go wrong at the first hit job where the guy falls off the apartment building onto Jamie Foxx's cab. Wasn't supposed to happen like that. Then it did. Then they got to go to plan B and kind of roll with the punches. And Tom Cruise wants to still have him as the cab driver. And all this kind of stuff going on where Jamie Foxx tries to escape and things don't go on right, and the cops start to get onto it. There's also some FBI people that are studying the people he's trying to hit, Tom Cruise character. So it's all this kind of great stuff going on. and not really sure what's happening. Great action sequences. This looks and sounds so good in 4K. It looks amazing, sounds amazing. Really cool music in this movie. Great job by Tom Cruise playing this hitman character. I wish he could play more characters like this. He did a really good job, I thought, doing this with some really good gunfights and some fighting scenes in this thing. I'll show you what it looks like inside. Nothing too crazy, but you get the 4K, the digital code, and the Blu-ray all up in there. So watch this thing on 4K. It looks so good. Definitely a good one to watch. If you guys haven't watched it in a long time like me, I haven't watched this thing in years, maybe like 10 years. And man, great to revisit this one. I'll be definitely watch this one a lot more often. Such a good movie is Collateral. Coming out today, December 1st, is the classic Popeye, starring Robin Williams, and you get Shelley Duvall, and it's like a live-action version of Popeye. Great movie. I remember watching this a lot as a kid with my mom, my grandparents, as always liking this one. And this looks so good on the Blu-ray transfer of this thing. There's some really cool extras in this thing too. You get some interviews in here with old interviews with Robert Altman, who passed away, and of course Robin Williams, who passed away. I think a 2014 interview right before he passed away. I think months before he passed away. Robin Williams, you get an interview of him reflecting on the movie, which is really, really cool. I'm like, wow, I didn't expect that. And you also have a nice picture collage of the movie premiere in 1980 when this premiered at the Grauman's Chinese Theater in Hollywood. They did a cool little set job, like the film of the set, and this looks really, really good. And it was funny too. There's like some really neat stuff they showed of the town they built in Malta, Italy, in Malta, and it's still there now. The set they just made it at the time kind of like makeshift. They wanted to make it kind of like rough looking, and it's still up there today. It's like a tourist attraction. I would love to go to Malta if I go to Europe one day and visit the Popeye movie location, and it's still there. It's like this little town. It's like you can like go there, and it's like these Popeye lookalikes, and like take pictures, and there's like restaurants. You get like wimpy burgers and all this stuff. So that's pretty cool. There's also a neat picture here. I'll put it down right here. I think it's Dennis Christopher from Faded Black. He's wearing a Faded Black t-shirt at this premiere. I think that's Dennis Christopher. I don't know, but let me know if it is. But he had to be, I think. And he's like wearing a Faded Black t-shirt, which is cool. Wearing a slasher movie t-shirt at the Popeye premiere. I thought that was kind of cool. So I just want to show you guys that real quick while I'm mentioning that. And I was like, wow, that's really awesome. But yeah, this is a great one. Definitely check this. If you're a fan of this movie, definitely get this. Looks amazing on Blu-ray. Sounds good. Classic fun. Good fun is that. Here's the back. And this one says out now. And make sure you eat your spinach. Be nice and strong like Popeye. So real quick up here from Paramount is this one called Buddy Games. Pretty fun comedy movie. All these friends up over here, and they all want to like do this competition where they can they do this competition where they can get a chance to win up to $150,000. So it has them scrapping and clawing away and trying to get each other to try to win this competition of these friends, but trying to like outfront each other to get this money, this pot of this money. So this one's a pretty funny comedy. Is this? So I thought it was kind of funny stuff right up here. Pretty good cast. You got Kevin Dillon, Josh Duhamel, Olivia Munn, James Rodney, Nick Swartzen, and so it's a really cool cast. Can't go wrong with Olivia Munn, Oh yeah. So this is a good fun one. If you want a nice fun buddy, buddy flick, but a nice fun flick to watch with your buddies, this is a good one to check out right here. Good laughs is this one. Right, next up here, a stack of Eddie Murphy movies. Awesome Eddie Murphy movies from like all the 80s, like his golden era, I think, of just movies. It's cool, funny stuff. A little kind of raunchy humor. Great stuff. One of my favorites ever is to start with this Steelbook edition out today. And that is Eddie Murphy Coming to America. Look at that awesome, cool Steelbook. Here's the spine, see a little bit better. And there is the back of this movie, starring him, Arsenio Hall. The story, he's like this prince in his villa, in his town, in his city, but he's kind of sick of being pampered with. He's getting bathed. The people brush his teeth. He's kind of sick of it. He's in an arranged marriage. But he wants to find a woman that he wants to like him for him, not just the money and that kind of thing. Has her own opinion too. So he wants to go to America. He goes to New York, to Queens, because they think there's that's a place to find some Queen type women at. It's a rough area. Funny things happen. Great characters, great makeups by Rick Baker, and transforming some of the characters of Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy. Brilliant job. So damn funny. Soul Glow. Good stuff. Awesome movie is this. Funny. I watched this a long time. I'll watch this again. It looks amazing. Amazing on 4K. Sounds good. Looks good. I'll show you the inside of it real quick. You also get this rad poster. I'll show you right now. It's pretty funny of the film. I think it's a great poster. It's right here. Sexual Chocolate World Tour 1988 with Randy Walton. Randy Walton. So yeah, the Soul Glow. So that's great stuff, man. That's just, oh, I love that. You know, so yeah, just funny as hell. And here is the inside of it. A cool picture of Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy. And just, yeah, it looks, like I said, great job on 4K. This one, you don't get the Blu-ray, so you just get the 4K. So make sure you have a 4K player if you want to get this. Because if you don't, won't be able to play it. This one's available today. Good limited edition steelbook is this. You know, if you like Eddie Murphy flicks, definitely this is a classic up here to have and own, and the best possible picture quality ever. That is the 4K edition of Coming to America. Next up here, another classic from Eddie Murphy. One of his most popular movies is Beverly Hills Cop. Remember, these came out on recently, I think this past year, on Blu-ray. So now they get these on 4K. You know, and this movie, Axel Foley, he's like this cop and gets the bad guys up in LA, and it's kind of funny, raunchy humor way. It's just good stuff. Good stuff is that, you know. So it's like inside. I hope they bring out the other ones in 4K too, like part 2 and 3. Part 3 is really fun because it's kind of cheesy to me, but I like it. And there's the Blu-ray and the 4K. So this one you get both in there. So that's good, different from the Coming to America. But just a good fun movie, good classic Eddie Murphy one is Beverly Hills Cop. Looks great, so good on 4K. Sounds so good. Funny stuff is this. Cool with the cover and stuff like that. Definitely dig that. Definitely good one to have in the collection. Also, one up here is one that's first time ever on Blu-ray, and that is The Golden Child. I haven't watched this one in a long time. I remember watching someone when I was a kid and a young teen watching this one. Get the nice gatefold artwork, which I dig that. It looks really cool, the original poster art. This one's really good. It has Eddie Murphy. He plays this detective sort of guy for missing children. And then he gets chosen one day to find this one kid who's like this special kid, the Golden Child. He's like these powers of making things move with his mind and bringing things to life. And he's like in Tibet. And they these bad guys, like these demon warlord bad guys, they like kidnap him because they want him to do bad things because they want to use his powers for bad. So Eddie Murphy must find the Golden Child before the time is right for that to happen. So he goes to these crazy adventures throughout LA, then Tibet. And it's just funny stuff in this thing. Pretty good, pretty cool, like these weird demon effects too in the movie. It's like a mixture of like martial arts, action, comedy, a little bit of horror touch, supernatural horror touch with demons type stuff in this thing. Kind of a all over the place kind of movie, but it's a fun one to check out. There is the back up over there, and it is the better close-up look at a nice making of the movie. I'll show you guys the inside contents of it real quick at the cool see-through case. And so you get digital code, and you also get, there's the disc right over there. And you got a nice little collage thing of the photos, some scenes throughout the movie. Just a fun overall flick is The Golden Child. So if you're a fan of this movie, definitely, Blu-ray for the first time, and you get this really cool slipcase with it, with the gatefold artwork. Definitely dig that. Definitely a fun one right here is The Golden Child. And last but not least from the Eddie Murphy collection I'm talking about is another Paramount's Presents line, and that is Trading Places up here with Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy. One of Eddie Murphy's first movies, I think, was this. And also has Jamie Lee Curtis. This is like her breakthrough role to kind of get away from horror movies was when she did this. I think it was right after Prom Night she did this. So she wanted to kind of not quite do other stuff besides being known as a scream queen. That's one of her first attempts to do that. This movie is funny because Eddie Murphy, he plays like this kind of like this homeless guy. And then these millionaire stockbrokers, they have a bet. They can make that if they trade places, they can make that homeless guy into a millionaire and make a millionaire, which is Dan Aykroyd, stockbroker, into having nothing. And they do this bet, and it happens, and it's just this. They trade places. It's just kind of this funny thing, and it's just a great. It's like takes place during Christmas time. It's just kind of like a neat little Christmas movie in a way. Is Trading Places, fun stuff. It's just some weird random stuff. I think you also get her topless in this thing. So yeah. So you get the cool, see-through case. They get the digital codes. There's a nice old school photo of Dan Aykroyd, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Eddie Murphy in the back right there. So this is a fun one to watch. Just a good classic one to watch around this time of year. Trading Places, good stuff out now. I think it was on Blu-ray before, but never in this special edition with the cool gatefold you can get right there, which I love how they do these with the Paramount Presents line. They're really, really cool. But yeah, available now. And next up here, some movies from Umbrella Entertainment. That's a company from Australia. Most of their movies you can play on, they're like region B, but you can play them on all your players and they'll work fine. So first off, I'm going to start with this classic on Blu-ray. That is King Kong from the 79, I think? Yeah, it was 1976, with makeup effects by Rick Baker. And this is the directed by John Barry, starring Jeff Bridges, and you got Charles Grodin, this thing, Jessica Lange. And this is pretty cool, and remake of the King Kong. The first one after the 30s classic. They did this one, and it's pretty cool. I definitely like this one a lot. To me, it has a lot of heartfelt moments, especially towards the end. You kind of really feel for King Kong, and I think I always loved this edition of King Kong. Great movie, good effects, good stuff. Here's the back. We get a nice, I think, behind the scenes, like 30-minute, 22-minute making of, which I seen a couple nights ago. Really interesting stuff. And here is the inside contents of it. You get the Blu-ray, and you also get reversible cover art, which is pretty much the same as the other cover art. You just don't get the PG on this edition. It just gets all this like the poster, but the same poster art is that. But it's a great one to watch. Good one to have in the collection is this 1970s edition of King Kong. Always liked this movie. Definitely highly recommend it. Good one to have, and good one to watch. Great story. Really in depth of like the locations. I thought it was when he goes to New York. Some good scenes of King Kong destroying the city. Like really cool. Like, really good scenes of King Kong. He stomps on the guy at this carnival place they have him at, chained up, and where he escapes. It's really good stuff in this one. Yeah, definitely highly recommend King Kong. Cool little horror movie. This one is called Blood Vessel. Pretty cool horror like that. This one right here takes place as these like 5 or 6 people. They're on this hospital ship. They get torpedoed, and then they're left stranded on the sea on this rescue vessel, this little ship, and they come across this abandoned Nazi ship. They don't know it's a Nazi ship. They go in this, when they go inside, they realize it's Nazi, because like Nazi stuff everywhere in this ship. It's all abandoned and stuff, kind of just left out there floating out the sea. So it's really weird. But then they come across this young girl from Romania, I believe, and she's like in there. It's like, why is she here? How is she still here? And then they discovered that this boat has all these crazy artifacts in there, old treasures and weird scriptures and things like that. And they realize the ship is haunted. And there's like these demons on it, these vampires, and they want to kill them. They want to kind of make hell on earth type stuff in this one. And a pretty cool horror flick is this, like a Nazis horror flick. Pretty good gore, pretty good atmosphere. Looks amazing on Blu-ray. This one sounds really good. It's really good. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Got audio commentaries behind the scenes. All that on this thing, an effects breakdown reel, all kinds of stuff in this edition of it, Blood Vessel. And I'm showing the inside contents. You got the disc. I like how that looks. And then you got the reversible cover art, which, like I said, it's pretty much the same as that, except you don't get the MA restriction. You just get the plain cover art in case you don't want that on there. Like I said, a pretty cool newer horror film is Blood Vessel. Definitely recommend checking this one out. I feel like vampire or like Nazi horror movies. Definitely just want to watch. It's pretty cool because it takes place on a boat, on a ship. So I think it's kind of neat for that. Nice atmosphere. Pretty neat original story. I definitely dig this one. Definitely check this one out. It's pretty cool. Last from Umbrella Entertainment is this one called Blackout, The Blackout. And this one's kind of cool. I don't know what to expect from it. I thought it was kind of like, it's like a, like what is this going to be about? But it was actually not a bad movie, as this takes place as there's like this gigantic blackout throughout the earth, and these things going on, like this invasion happening. There's only this one little small town in this little small part of Europe that has some lights on it still. And so everyone goes, they're survivors of it, and try to figure out what's going on. They realize there's all these like bodies everywhere, people dead everywhere, in stores, cars, whatever. And trying to figure out who is doing this to Earth, like what's causing all this mayhem. So trying to discover, is it like alien related, or is it man-made, or what, or like supernatural? So this one called The Blackout, pretty cool, like action-y horror flick. Is this one not bad watch? Not nothing amazing, but still not a bad watch. If you want something to check out for a pretty good deal, definitely check out The Blackout. All right, last but not least up here is this movie. I got this indie movie I got to review from a buddy of mine on Facebook. He said, hey, you want to be able to a copy of this one? I'm like, okay, check this one out. Really good job. This one called Intersect. I think it's like, I'm not sure how much it costs. I think it's like 10 or 15 bucks. I could be wrong, but it's around there. If you want to get this movie, go to intersectthemovie.com. I'll leave a link down below. Link down below for all these, actually. This one's pretty cool. It's like this time travel movie. Kind of reminds me of like a little bit of Stranger Thing vibes, kind of. And like that one show, I think it's on Netflix also, called Black Mirror. A little bit of vibes like that. is like these scientists, young scientists who work at this college to discover this time travel device. They think this portal they can make, and them trying to put up to discover more, do more experiments on it, but things kind of go wrong. And the main guy, he's like having these weird visions of things happening. He sees things that he might have seen before, not really sure. So it's kind of like this kind of like, was this weird like different layers throughout this movie of time travel. Was he here before? Who's chucking him out? These things from his childhood that happened back when. It's these flashbacks that are going on now that happened back when. So it's like really weird, like what's going on. So it's kind of this cool movie. Is this definitely a neat cover art, pretty dang good one to check out. Pretty cool sci-fi time travel flick, like stuff like that. It looks really good job. Like it's a great shot really well. Sounds good. Great photography. Great picture quality. Long movie. I think it's a little over 2 hours long. Is this? There's a whole bunch of extras like behind the scenes, like an hour long. There's the outtakes, commentary with the directors and that kind of thing, and the actor with the director, actor, and producers of this. Here's the back one more time. But this is the inside contents too. But so if you're into that kind of thing, give us a check this one out and go to intersectmovie.com. I think it'll be similar. Intersectthemovie.com. Check them out. If you're into it, check out the trailer. The trailer's on. It's on YouTube, so check that out. Get an idea what it's like. And it's definitely a cool one to check out. Thanks again for letting me check this one out to review. Definitely enjoyed it. All right, that's it for my reviews. If you guys want to get these titles at more, link down below for the companies where you want to get these at. And then next week, December 8th, Collateral and the Godfather Coda. Those come out December 8th. Everything else comes out today, December 1st. So make sure you keep that in mind. So if you want those other ones out, they're not available now and not until next Tuesday. So if you guys like my video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, like what I do, please subscribe. And I'll catch you guys later in the next video. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.